Hello,
Hello, I am Ida, and this is,
August.
and we're going to read A Boy and a Jaguar by Alan Rabinowitz and illustrated by Katia Chen. All right. I'm standing in the great cat house at the Bronx Zoo.
I can't see.
Why is this jaguar kept in a bare room, I wonder? I lean toward my favorite animal and whisper to her. What are you doing? My father asks. I try to explain, but my mouth freezes, just as I knew it would. I'm a stutterer. If you try to push words out, my head and body shake uncontrollably. The teachers at school put me in a class for disturbed children. He's not disturbed, my parents say. We're sorry, the teachers answer, but whenever he tries to speak, he disrupts the class. The teachers think I'm broken. Am I?
No.
But I can do two things without stuttering. One is sing, only I can't sing well, and the other is talk to animals. Every day I come home from class and go straight to the closet in my room. I bring out my pets, a hamster, a gerbil, a green turtle, a chameleon, and a garter snake. I close the door and talk to them.
Can I look at it?
I close the door.
What's a gerbil?
It's like a little furry creature. I close the door and talk to them without stuttering. Gerbil is like a hamster. You see the chameleon on his head?
Can I see the chameleon on the side?
Yeah.
Wow.
I tell them my dreams. I tell them that I want to be able to speak like everyone else. I know that my pets listen and understand. Animals can't get the words out, just as I can't get the words out. So people ignore or misunderstand or hurt them. The same way people ignore or misunderstand or hurt me.
Why do people hurt animals?
Well, let's keep listening. I make a promise to my pets. I promise that if I can ever find my voice, I will be their voice and keep them from harm.
Why do they what does this story mean?
Keep watching, okay? Keep reading. My parents try everything to help me. Doctor after doctor, medicine and hypnosis. Nothing works. But my father knows the one thing that does work. He takes me to the great cat house at the Bronx Zoo. I go straight to the cage with the lone jaguar, lean over the railing, and put my face against the bars. I whisper my promise to her, fluently. See the jaguar?
What is this promise?
Let's find out. Let's listen. I get through school by learning tricks that stutterers learn. I learn when not to speak, when to avoid situations, and when to just not be around people. When I'm in college, my parents enroll me in an experimental program. There, I'm told that I'm a stutterer and will always be a stutterer. Always.
Ow.
But the teacher tells me that if I work hard, I can be a completely fluent stutterer. I think about how my mouth moves and airflow, and for the first time in years, I can speak without stuttering. There he is, all grown up in college. You see the letters and the words coming out of his mouth. I can speak, but nothing has changed on the inside. I still feel broken.
What does this feel broken mean?
And this page is interesting because the words are all spread out across the page.
I see
Lots of space in between them.
Why are they all on the page?
It's interesting, isn't it? I go to the Great Smoky Mountains to study black bears. Alone in the forest with the animals, I am home. Wow, that's a beautiful page. Later, in Belize, I am the first person to study jaguars. The jungle makes me feel more alive than I have ever felt. You can see him, walking through the jungle.
I can't see.
I'll show you. Just this. There you go. You want to see?
I'm never able to.
I learned how to follow and capture jaguars for study before releasing them back into the wild.
I see a jaguar.
I'm happy. There's one right there.
I
But
do have to capture.
fast as I catch jaguars and gather information to help them, hunters are killing them. They fear the animals and prize their bodies as trophies. I need to get more areas protected for the jaguars. I want to keep the promise I made to the pets in my closet. I have a voice now to speak for animals.
Why are hunters killing jaguars, Mom?
I think it says that they prize their fur.
What does prize mean?
They want their fur. They value their fur. In the capital city of Belize, in the office of the Prime Minister, I am given 15 minutes to make my case. 15 minutes. I can't stutter and distract from my message. I have to convince one of the poorest countries in Central America with no protected areas in the entire country that it has to save jaguars.
So why are they
He's
poor?
giving his presentation and speaking
Why
into a microphone in front of a lot of people.
are jaguars poor?
The country is
Why is the country?
Ooh. Later that day, the Prime Minister votes to set up the world's first and only jaguar preserve.
Is it jaguar preserve?
Do you know what a preserve is?
What?
It's a place where jaguars are kept safe.
And no hunters?
No hunters. No hunters allowed on the preserve.
What is that? Oh,
Back in the jungle, I know all the jaguars in the study area from their tracks. But one day I come across a completely new track. The biggest male jaguar tracks I have ever seen. I follow the prints for hours. Not wanting to be caught in the jungle at night without a flashlight, I turn around to go back to the camp.
Male.
There, right behind me, is the jaguar. He
What
must have been following me.
does female mean? Female.
I know. Oh, I should show you the picture, right? There's the picture. Sit down. I know I should feel frightened, but I squat down and look into the jaguar's eyes, just as I had with a sad old female at the Bronx Zoo. But this animal isn't sad. In this animal's eyes are strength and power and sureness of purpose. We are both whole. We are both at home. He's looking right into the jaguar's eyes. I lean toward him a little, the way I had at the Bronx Zoo so many years before. Do you know what he says?
What?
Thank you, I whisper. And that's the end of the book. Thanks for reading with us. Say bye.
Thanks for reading.
Bye.